welcome back to my channel for yet another video, and today I'm going to be doing this Kim Kardashian look which she had it up on Instagram, and a very, I can't say simple, but it's very glowy, dewy, and I have some products which is gonna just enhance the glowiness and the dewiness in your skin. So yes, and plus just a little disclaimer before I head on to this tutorial, please, I'm begging, I have a really humble request. Please do not write any mean comments. If you do not like this video, it's okay, I totally understand it, but please do not write any comments stating that you don't look like Kim Kardashian, you're nowhere near to Kim Kardashian. I'm not Kim Kardashian, I'm Margee Sharma. So that's why she has really different skin tone, I have a really different skin tone, she has really different features, I have really different features, but I've tried my level best to kind of come near her. I am nowhere close near to her, but like just as a makeup inspiration, I have used this and I've just tried to create this look. If you do not like it, I can totally understand it, but please do not write any mean comments that you're not Kim Kardashian, you should have done. I have taken a lot of suggestions from you guys from that picture which I posted up on Instagram, that your contour should be dark. I have done a dark contour, then your ponytail should be higher, which really doesn't actually affect, but it's okay. And yes, so please do not write any mean comments. I have really made this video from my heart. And plus, just a little disclaimer that my accent too, because I get a lot of comments saying that my accent is fake. It's not fake. I have been to Trinidad, I have lived in Trinidad for 3 years, so that's where I picked up a little bit of accent different, and then I came back to India, so my accent is a little bit mixed up, so please do not write any mean comments about my accent too. And yes, and plus if you like this video, then make sure to give this video a thumbs up. If you like it, make sure to share it with your friends, and you can follow me on all my social media. Links will be in the description box below, and make sure to click the subscribe button if you haven't already. And yes, and join my Snapchat family and all my social medias, and let's get started. So before we head on to my eye makeup, the first thing which I'm going to do is prep my skin. So what we eat normally is obviously going to show outside. So my skin is not perfect, as you guys know. I still have some acne scars on this side of my face where I had the skin allergy, so I'm just going to be covering that off. But one thing which I realized that which I needed you guys to know is that for the trying makeup look which I tried yesterday, just to try, which I gave it a shot, like I was like, okay, I'll just try it. So there's this oil which I used for the glow which I wanted from within, right? So this was the oil. This is the BLCC Shape Up 10-in-1 oil, which is a skin enhancing oil. So this is what I use as a base. So I have just washed my face, so what I'm going to do is I'm just going to use this toner, and I'm going to just spray it all over my face. So I'm just going to let that sit and sink into my skin. I'm going to be using this oil, and I'm going to just squirt. It's not greasy, it gets enhances the skin, like it just gets into the skin really well. So I'm just going to squirt 1 pump, 2 pumps of it, and I'm just going to rub that into my finger, just warm it up a little bit, and so I'm just gonna let that sink into the skin. Then the next thing which because I'll be doing my foundation and everything later on, but I want my eyes to I just want to work into for my eyes first. Okay, so for my eyes, I'm gonna be first concealing around my eye area, everything, because my eye area is very it's a bit like different color than my skin. So I'm just going to be covering it up with the concealer. So I'm going to be using this shade right here, which is a similar skin color. Dusting some powder on it. I'll be just dusting it so that my eyeshadow does not crease or anything like that with the concealer. So just to set everything. The colors she used was a little bit of like a reddish brownish tone for the crease, and then a little bit of a goldy bronzy shimmery on the lid. So that's what I think she used, what I can assume. So this is the palette, I'm like this. So this is the brush right here. So I'm going to use this fluffy brush, and I'm going to use this brown shade mixed up with a little bit of a red from my blush palette. So this is a very cool color for the crease. So I'm going to mix these two colors and just tap off any excess, obviously, and just start working it into the crease thing. And Kim has a very defined kind of a crease. She does not have like this she has a cat eye, so she has a little bit of like a cat eye kind of thing. So I'm going to just exaggerate my eye crease to a little bit underneath my brows and just create a little bit of like, you know, that V shape that she has. So she has a very static V shape, so I'm just going to bring this crease color inside. Right, just like that. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to take a little bit of like that bronzy color that she had from another palette. So this is the brush that I'm going to be using now. Makeup look. So I'm going to use this shade right here. This is a very it's a very old palette this is, but the colors are very similar to what Kim has used. So I'm going to use this bronzy kind of a shade. I don't have any excess which I have. And then I'm going to be just start working it on the crease. So I'm just going to use this color, same color, a little bit on the crease just to define it and enhance it. Right, just a little bit, right? And then I'm going to go again with that same color and I'm just going to blend that and diffuse that in. Color that she has used is also in the inner corner. Try to bring your crease color on like inside. That's what she has. So just bring this color in near the tear duct. A fluffy, very tinsy blush like this, and I'm gonna use my favorite highlighter. So because she is the highlighting queen, man, I'm serious. So I'm just gonna take a highlighter. I'm just gonna tap off any excess which I have and then I'm just gonna apply it underneath my brow bone. She's the highlighting queen, I'm telling you. Tap off any excess in the inner corners. Right, just bringing it a little bit, right? And then I'm gonna go over with my crease brush, and I'm just gonna be diffusing the color in and out. On the crease, I'm gonna use the same color on my outer lash line too. So she has a bit of like a reddish tone of the brown. What I can assume is that it's a little bit light, so I think it's a brown one. So I'm gonna use a brown eyeliner and I'm gonna just lightly diffuse it on my upper lash line because she does not have any eyeliner. So I'm just gonna be right, and then just for a little bit of an enhancement, or as she has a really big eyes, I don't have big eyes, I'm gonna use this black kohl kajal, and I'm gonna use this black kohl and I'm gonna be in the like just like the flap of a skin which you see on your upper lash line, just underneath there, just to define my eyes a little bit. Right, and then a little bit, like very lightly on your lower lash line too. I'm gonna just curl my lashes and give lots of few coats of mascara. So I'm going to use this Maybelline Happy Curl Volume Express mascara, and also I'm going to be using this this is not makeup product, this is a Revlon mascara. So I'm going to use these two. Okay, so I'm done with loads of mascara, and I'm feeling so weird because I never used this mascara on my lashes. But the more it is, the better it is. She has a very cat eye kind of eye makeup, and what I'm going to do is I'm just going to clean this and make it a little bit static, just like that. And just to define and diffuse it a little bit, like, you know, just have a little bit of more. I'm going to use this pencil brush like this, right? And I'm going to use the same crease color and just define it a little bit more because she has a very defined crease. Bring this thing a little bit like a V shape. First, and I'm just going to highlight my face first, and then I'm going to apply my foundation. Take this highlighter from here, and I'm just going to wiggle, tap up any excess, and just apply it. The reason why I'm doing highlighting first is because I want my highlight to pop from within, if you know what I mean, right? Then the next thing which I'm going to do is I am going to use my concealer, and I'm just going to conceal this part of my face a lot more because I have a lot of acne scars from that allergy. So I'm going to use my concealer palette, and I'm just going to conceal. What I'm going to do is I'm going to use this new Lakme Absolute Blur Perfect Makeup Primer. So this is what I got recently. So this retails for $6.50, and I got it for, it has a peachy pink tone to it. It's not, like, it's a bit different, but so yeah, so I'm going to just squirt something and just apply it on parts where I have a lot of open pores. And I don't know if it's visible on camera or not, but it instantly brightens the part of the face where you have any kind of acne, or like any part of the face which is a little bit dull. This primer is amazing. It's very the texture is very good. I think I like it a little bit more than Color Bar. I have tried the Color Bar too, but so I'm just gonna cover this up a little bit on my chin. Right, so then the next thing which I'm going to do is foundation. So I'm going to use a lot of foundation because my skin is not perfect. She has really amazing skin. I don't have an amazing skin. So I'm going to use this my Maybelline Poreless one because, you know, it's my favorite. So I'm going to use my first application of my foundation will be with a sponge, and then I'm going to be going over with a brush. Just because I want the sponge, obviously sponge is going to take up a little bit of a product, and it's going to help to get that into the skin, and then with the brush it's going to give that airbrush kind of a look. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to wet my this is the Khadi face freshener. This idea was recommended by Jasleen, so thank you so much. And I'm just going to squirt a few pump. Gonna start pressing it into my skin. you guys are able to see, but the highlighter is a little bit showing through the skin, through the foundation itself. So that's the reason why I've used highlighter underneath my foundation first. And then I'm just gonna blend it in with my neck, because I have tanning going on because I do a lot of work in the sun. So I'm just gonna squirt again, but this time I'm gonna be using my brush. So I'm just gonna do that same thing but with a brush. So I'm gonna use this angled foundation brush. These brush shades, I've got a lot of questions. I'm gonna be doing the same thing, just do in a dotting motion. I don't know why dotting motion is, I think, one of my favorite ones. Polka dots. Right, because Kim has a very perfect skin. I've seen a video where she did not have any makeup. So just try pressing this also. Don't rub it because you're gonna disturb the previous one. So just right. And then what I'm going to do is, what I have seen that she does not have any powder on this part of her face. She only has it like on like this area and this area, that's it. So, and also underneath the contour. So contour is like on fleek. Okay, so then the next thing which I'm going to do is I'm just going to conceal a little bit. So I'm just going to take a I'm gonna use the same foundation sponge for it. So I'm just gonna dab off and just press it against the shade that this has. The same motion we'll be working on. Do not put it on your T-zones, on your do not put it on your T-zones because that's gonna shine a little bit. So and then the next thing which we're gonna move on to is the main big deal, which is the contour. So I'm gonna use a very tiny brush like this, and so with a very very light hand you need to, just, I'm feeling like my nose has gotten a nose job or something. Highlighter like this. I'm just gonna tap off any excess. And by the way, before I head on to my highlighter, I want to just apply a little bit of a blush. So just for a little bit of a flush onto my skin. So I'm gonna use my favorite blush and I'm just gonna apply it on just the apples of my cheeks. Just define it a little bit, One thing which is very different is that what shows on camera is very light and what you do in person is very dark. For some reason, like I feel. Is it? Okay. Like that's what I think. Right? And then I'm gonna use my fluffy brush like this. Like it's like kind of like a brand brush. So I'm gonna just take my highlighter, tap off any excess and just highlight. Oh wow. And she has it on top of her lips. I'm gonna just start off from the center. So one is a very nude brown, which is my like skin color nude brown, and one has a bit of an orange tone to it. So I'm going to mix these two colors and I'm going to be applying a clear gloss on it. Okay. And then I'm going to use clear gloss on it. So I'm just going to use any clear gloss that you have, a little bit, just for a little bit of a shine, because these are the matte lipsticks. So then I'm done with it. So the last thing which I'm going to do is I'm going to just squirt one pump of it on the back on my hand, and then I'm going to just take a brush and I'm just going to swirl my oil in it, right? So I'm going to just use this oil and just going to just have it on a little bit on my brush, and then I'm going to be just applying it on the parts where I need a little bit more highlight and glow. So parts where she has the highlight, so I'm just going to highlight a little bit. So this is going to help you to get the glow from within. Then just squirt some pump of this mist. It cools down a little bit, right? And then you're done with it. So yes, so this was the makeup look. I hope you guys enjoy it. Do let me know in the comments, telling me how you like this video. If you have any suggestions or recommendations, feel free to write it on any of my social media links, or you can write it on the comments down below. Don't forget to subscribe, share and like this video, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Until then, stay beautiful, stay confident, keep missing me, keep loving me. Bye.